Okay, here we are again. We're going to try this again. Canaplex is already back in the chat. Take two. Yes, we are. Take two, everyone. Okay, we're going to load up our game. And it appears that the only problem we had was... Okay, there we go. So hopefully we're good. All right. So yes, for want of a 10 megabyte download of the actual DLC authorization, we would have been fine. So yeah. I did 2 huge downloads over the last few days, and I thought, sure, that would be enough. But no, I actually needed to download the DLC itself, which I guess is really just basically an authorization to play it. And I had not done that. So now it's there. Now we should be fine. Let's see what happens when we go back in here. If this doesn't work, then, you know, I'm just going to retire. Okay. There we go.
I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
All right, you were about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. So now we'll...
Welcome back, Captain.
Now we should have that option.
How can I be of assistance?
Canaplex says 10 megabytes. It should have just done it itself. Yeah, it really should have at this point. Like, I've got auto downloads on. I've got all this stuff on. Like, what's the holdup here? Okay, so you mentioned an Aetherwave drama, and I would like to see it. I assume this is going to jump to a cutscene, and if it does, I'm going to mute my mic while it happens. And let's go ahead and see.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those 2 informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there.
That line is amazing.
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Oh, we can. Okay. So right off the bat, we've got a dumb dialogue option. So in keeping with our whole Maniacal Moron playthrough, boring. Ada, let's watch something else.
Ah, yes, they warned me about this. This is not an Aetherwave serial. This is a transmission. I am Administrator Ludovico. Never mind. Let's just get to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Okay. And your first thought was to come to me. What does this have to do with me? But once again, a dumb dialogue option. Halcyon Helen's dead? Oh no. The chief of the savages finally got her.
Is this some kind of sick joke? This is the freelancer we're trying to hire.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, I've been looking forward to meeting Adjutant Akonde's favorite gun. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
Okay, then. So, Cirque is also in the chat. Cirque's back. Welcome back. All right, so the murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows. We've got multiple options here. I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor as an assault on the colony. I was shaken by the news myself. Helen brought a lot of joy to this colony. And 3, I've never heard of Sublight Underground. Let's roll with that for a little more lore.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Piraeus Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
All right, we've got multiple options here again. Gentlemen, please, as far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots. Can we get back to the point here, please? Or dumb. Dumb combined with handguns 30. Wave your gun in the air, quit arguing, or I'll start shooting.
Merciful law, I think he's serious.
Oh,
Captain,
yes, I am.
I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You are Adjutant Akonde's most reliable freelancer.
Really?
If the second most powerful person in Halcyon can depend on you, then I'd like to think we can depend on you. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
I mean, I met Adjutant Akonde, and I completed one job for her. If I am the most reliable freelancer that she has, then I question how she is the second most powerful person in the colony, but I digress. I'm sure that's based on my respective karma levels with the various factions, and my karma level there is still pretty good. So let's see here. We've got some options. I am Inspector Old Man McRib, and I like the sound of that. Shouldn't this be the constable's job, Constable? Just how many people are involved in this communication? I like that one.
Just the 3 of us.
Dumb. Start counting on your fingers. Hold on. Carry the 1.
Constable, are you quite sure we're making the right decision?
Not even a little. But we are out of options. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
Oh, sounds fancy. Okay, you can count on me. I'll come lounge around and then decide. I don't know. We'll see if I'm in the area. I'll come lounge around and then I'll decide.
I encourage you to consider this offer seriously. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Okay, so we've got some options here. Helen must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations. Those two seem to have some issues. You seem competent. You could have dealt with this. All right, I've got everything I need. Let's ask more about Halcyon Helen.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You seem pretty competent. You probably could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
Relax, there's nothing I can't handle. You sound a bit worn out. Or I've got everything I need. You sound a bit worn out. Nah, relax, there's nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
All right, then I've got everything I need. Your trust in my competency is probably misplaced, but I'll be coming to your fancy hotel where I will sleep on your furniture, drink your booze, and probably shoot your employees.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
All right, so I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer. What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Interesting, that sounds pretty cool. Also sounds like something I could probably break. I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
It is possible they expect you to understand the mind of a killer. You were, after all, responsible for murdering civilians in Emerald Vale.
Was I? Did I murder civilians in Emerald Vale? I did kill that one lady to get her jacket, so yeah, I guess that's true. All right, thanks, Ada. And with that, we've got another level up, which is good because they want you to be level 30 to take on this DLC, and I am only level 23, so we're going to be going into this a little bit under-leveled. And what should we do here? Let's see here. We've got, I'm thinking I'm going to boost up Sneak a little more. Sneak attack weak spot damage 20% if I can get to 80. Yeah, NPC awareness decay rate, sneak attack damage, all those things go up. That's probably a good move here. If I find that I am too underpowered to take things on, then at least maybe I can sneak away. So we'll apply that. And we've also got, we can level up Ellie and Felix. What can we take for Ellie and Felix here? 50% healing from Inhaler when under 20% health. That's probably good. Extra damage from their ability. Harmful status effect duration. That might be a good one to take. I don't know what we're going to get into here, so let's do that one. We take more? Nope. Okay. And how about Felix? We can bump him up a little bit too. 50% toss ball weapon damage. Increased damage dealt by this companion for a short time after their companion ability. Oh, I see. So if I use his ability, then his other damage will also get a buff. Harmful status effect duration. Oh, I regret that now. It's duration of harmful status effects on the companion. Well, I don't care what happens to him. I care what happens to me. Chance of immediately resetting this companion's ability cooldown when they get a killing blow. Oh, what do we want here? Let's do this one. There we go. Anybody else? Oh, we can upgrade Sam too. All right, Sam. Sam is in the party. You and your companions take reduced damage from N-ray sources. Let's do that. Because that is more of an endgame kind of thing. And if we're going into a high-level piece of content here, then we might face some of that. So that sounds good to me. All right. So now we can get back into things here. Okay. Transition to the Groundbreaker documents. That's not what we want to do. We want to go to Eridanos. And there is Eridanos. We can finally go there. So that means... So Olympus was never unlocked. At least I don't think so. Well, there's that moon. Monarch is a moon around Olympus. I don't think that one was ever unlocked either. That's interesting. So that's fine, though. That tells us at least shows us the planets that are in the system. Let's go to Eridanos.
Eridanos, recently famous for Halcyon Helen's death. How exciting.
How exciting indeed. All right, so who are we going to take with us here? Now, I don't know what to expect with this DLC. I will say that I have not played it. So if you have played it and you have spoilers, I will ask you politely to keep them to yourself because I am watching the chat. But I will also say that I may pay a little more attention to lore and dialogue options and dive a little deeper on some of those things than I always do, just because I haven't actually played through it. Okay, so who do we have on right now? We've got Naoka and Max. I don't want Max. Let's take Felix. And let's take Sam. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. If it's brown, drink it down. I'm not sure that's a good rule to follow for everything in life. But maybe for that. Oh, we've got another cutscene. That's pretty cool. Is that the Grand Central Hotel? Is that what it was called? This place looks pretty awesome. We actually get to see our ship landing for once. Very cool. And off we go. So, Sublight Salvage and Shipping is involved with this operation. All right, the last roll of Halcyon Helen. Just take a quick look around here. We've got a big building over there. That must be a Rizzo's factory. Oh, wow. So these are the jets that hold up these pieces of Earth in the atmosphere of the gas giant, which is so cool. And there's always been speculation and, you know, sci-fi concepts about how humans might colonize a gas giant. And this is along those lines. It's cool to see it in action. Kind of reminds me of I don't remember the name of the city from BioShock 3, but kind of reminds me of that idea. This is awesome. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have plenty of places to go explore. We've got a little shack thing down there. So Sublight, a completely legitimate organization. is clearly running the show here. And there's not a lot of loot around. Well, there's a little bit. We'll grab what we can. And I guess we'll make our way to the hotel. So, something tells me that jumping off of this would be a bad idea. Yeah, that's a little higher than normal. So, we'll go ahead and take the elevator down. Heartless Toaster says, oh, I assume stream restarted. Hello all. Yes. I restarted the stream. Oh, we've got our first character.
Your
Okay.
atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Okay, well, let's see. What do we got here? Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Hey, Black Hole Birdie may be a savage brute on the field of honor, but he's no killer.
Emergency stain and accident disappearing goop capsules are currently low on capacity. Would you like to order a new 5,000 caps carton of goop for this unit?
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Okay, so catching back up in the chat here. Yes, Toaster, Artless Toaster, we restarted for want of a 10 megabyte download that I didn't know I had to do. We were fine, so no big deal. But we sent the old one down the memory hole and started a new one. So let's see here. Was she a divisive figure? Typical show business. That's great. Can you show me to my room, please? I want to know if she was a divisive figure.
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
Ooh, how'd she do that?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's. Was the product release a big deal? Hope they keep it canceled. One less bullshit corporate parade. Guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go look at the crime scene. I want to know. I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's, or are they one in the same?
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, your belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Pretty much. Is there another option? Lie. Lie. No, that would be ridiculous.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Okay, so we have met Bellhop Norval. We've learned a little bit about Halcyon Helen and her fiancé, who is a famous tossball player. One that Felix seems to take a liking to.
Grand Colonial? Is my patronage worth nothing to you?
I'm sure you've spent a lot, sir, but unfortunately we can't make any exceptions.
Can't make any exceptions. In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
So we have another Byzantium resident expecting special treatment. We're going to go ahead and loot what we can out here. Well, we've got bottles of, maybe empty bottles for the unveiling. Never know what you'll find loot-wise. Sometimes in these starting areas there's unique items and things, so I'm going to make sure we check this out. And we have a workbench right here. Looks like some old pallets. Nothing too interesting there. Sealed door. And I guess the game is telling me it wants me to go through the welcome area.
On it right now.
Pick up high society cigarettes. Okay. Alright, so there's an elevator that goes down. What's over here? Stairs, probably going to the same place. This looks like the more scenic route. Spectrum yellow vodka. Bracelet. Alright, so, well, we've got a little more loot. We'll grab all the loot we can grab. You can never have too much loot. Well, I guess you can if you go overweight, but hopefully we don't have that problem.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should
Nothing
be able to find
in
the
that
Colonial
one.
right ahead.
They've got some interesting hats, don't they? Is this a notepad we can look at? No. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Ooh, let's check it out. Big John says, "Hi, Fisty, great video on the bloodied Gauss rifle the other day. Thanks. I thought that was a fun weapon." All right, The Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Halcyon Helen battles a lingering foe in a seedy bar. Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim spoke in quiet tones about their next course of action, their voices soft beneath the din of the bar. The duo had just finished the last of the paperwork on Helen's latest job. Filing precise reports always raised their spirits. "The trails led us here, and I suspect it will lead us no farther. Soon we will find the source of the Dissident's monsters," said Helen, a characteristic grin on her face. "Let's hope your hunch is correct," Tim murmured, "for I suspect their agents will not be far behind us." As if brought on by Tim's supposition, a frightful voice suddenly thundered throughout the room. Near the door loomed a giant and blood-stained man, looking for all his worth like he had fought his way through a Mantiqueen's den. It was Maximilian Mercer, well-feared dissident stooge, and he held 2 Spacer's Choice light pistols in his greasy hands. All right, so maybe that's part of the, maybe we're going to get the, some story that way, like a collectible. That's cool. Okay, moving along. What do we have here? We have Purpleberry liqueur. Nothing here, nothing special. Well, we could pick that lock, but there's nothing in it, so what's the point? And we have a sealed door. Oh, this is the elevator. Okay. So if we want to use that elevator, we can, but I don't know, this is pretty cool. I think that's the chairman. And a spaceship. We got lots of cool art on the walls. Heartless Toaster says, yeah, the B-33 Goss smacked. Yes, it does. That thing is great. Sam whistled. Okay, this place is cool. Oh, we got some of those like puff plants from Emerald Vale. Definitely an interesting looking place. So we could, of course, run around and explore, or we could just head right into the hotel. This hotel guest is not talking, but has some captions. Okay. Let's explore a little bit. Let's see here. What's in our journal? Okay, the map journal. I don't care about the map. The map is blurry, so maybe. Oh no, I guess it just took some time to render. Okay. So here's where we are. Maybe we'll just explore around this area a little bit. And see what we have here. I don't know how much combat there's going to be. I know there's some. I've seen some bits and pieces, but this looks like a pretty safe area. I'd be surprised if there's a whole lot to worry about. But I suppose we'll see. You got anything interesting to say?
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
I never imagined that either. Nothing interesting there. So we've got quite the resort here. Scenic deck.
If you let your SAM unit be eaten by wildlife, it voids the warranty.
I'll keep that in mind, Sam. I will keep that in mind.
It really is stunning. I don't...
Purpleberry wine. Here we go.
Observing a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wildlife, you know. It could be quite scintillating. A rifle. The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees. Well, I didn't hit anyone important. Come on, I won't mess anything up this time.
So, I wonder if they'll give me a quest for a safari.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Apparently not. Catching up on the chat here. Heartless Toaster says, slapping all the ghouls. Hopeful mod support comes to Private Worlds. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. It sounds like that's what they're talking about in the new Inside the Vault that came out today.
The profit of profitability's
Would you stop talking?
Village is a...
Okay. So now we've got another notepad here. We're going to examine this. Grand Colonial Hotel menu. Today's special, Saltuna Filet a la Helen. Salad, triplicale salad with pea-free nuts and purpleberry glaze. Soup, sisty soup with bread and woolly butter. Entree, braised whole canid. Dessert, dark matter mock apple souffle. And cocktail, aerosol spritz. And we have Spectrum Green. Got anything interesting to say?
I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Wow, that seems to be a topic on everyone's mind. And can I look through this? No, that would have been cool, but no. Okay, so if there's anywhere that looks like it might have dangerous wildlife, it's over there. So this looks pretty tame so far. The Sun Parlor. Ooh, what are you? Coolant tank. Okay, we'll grab that. Maybe that's a quest item for later. We might have just completely broken the whole DLC. That's fine. Pool cleaner. Blue water coloring number 422 plus chlorinol hydrogenated defoamer. Okay. All right, we're going to unlock this. Auto Mag Pistol Ultra. Let's check that out. Auto Mag Pistol Ultra, level 24. DPS 525. It's a little better than that, but not by much. Hunting rifle is slower, but it's supposed to be. The euthanasia kit we picked up at the end of the last quest. Okay, so this looks like something we'll have to figure out on a quest later. We've got a shovel, some Adreno. Three, 4, 3. I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of code to figure out. Mixed chemicals. Yeah, we're going to wait on this because... screw it. Mixed chemicals. Greenhouse terminal. Existing chemical in canister will be removed and chemicals in vats will be mixed into a new compound. Sure, go for it. I don't know what's in there, but let's try it. What happened? You have gained unknown compound. Okay. Let's see what unknown compound is. Is it something that we can consume? Doesn't look like it. No, I'm guessing it's just nothing for now. Or is it this? Unknown compound. A small container filled with a viscous solution. Is that a faint sizzling coming from within or just a trick of your imagination? And there it is. Alright, so we can't do anything with it. It must be a quest item of some kind. So that's fine for now. I'm sure we'll come back to that later. And we're just going to explore here a little bit more. And this is how I usually play these games, is I like to explore first and then jump into the quest just to see everything because I'm curious like that. And our lock picking is not high enough to get in there. Let's see if we have anything that can raise that up. Okay, ranged weapon skills and lie. Alright, lockpicking will come up with that. Do I have any clothing that'll increase my lockpick? Stealth skills, that's part of lockpicking, so let's boost that with that. Does that get us high enough? It does indeed. Let's go in here and see what's here. Counterplex says, quite the colorful world, indeed. And Big John says, that's the best way to play games. I agree. Hopefully it translates well to being on the stream. We'll see. Okay, notepad, oh, nothing there. Deadeye Assault Rifle 2. Is anybody watching me? Nope, we're going to take that. We're going to take everything that's here and make it ours. That's nothing to steal. More parts. Alright, so we got a little bit of weaponry here. Let's go ahead and put my other stuff back on. We've got to stay in uniform. And what was I wearing here? Melee weapon? No. Two-handed melee? No. I think I was wearing this for long guns. Or was it this? Sneak. No, I was wearing the long gun one, I think. Or maybe it was this one. Oh, they're the same thing. Alright, that was definitely what I was wearing. Let's take a look at that weapon. Deadeye Assault Rifle 2. And the pink slip. That does 473. 525. And we'll be able to modify it with a silencer. So I think we're going to end up going back to that. That's good. So we got a little rifle upgrade there. And can I sell my junk? I can indeed. And we're approaching weight too. So let's sell off some excess crap we don't need. That's the Auto Mag Pistol Ultra. I'm going to hold on to that for now. just in case. Thunder, I mean, it's kind of cool, unique. It's a unique weapon, but it's not really that special. But let's hold on to it because it's got the mod on it for robots, just in case we need that. Hunting Rifle Ultra, that's very similar to one I already have. So that's fine. Sawed-off shotgun I don't need. Don't need another one of those. That's a science weapon. I don't want to get rid of that. And I think I've got some duplicate stuff here. Iconoclast Apostle Armor. Melee weapon skills. I mean, that's cool. And it's got that gold thing on it, so I think that means it's more durable. But I'm never going to use it, but we'll hold on to it for now. Two-handed melee. Never going to use that. Heavy grade face mask. Determination effect. We'll hold on to that for now. Melee damage, don't care. Melee damage, don't care. Hacking, we'll keep that. Long guns, I'm already wearing one of those. I don't need another one of those. Lockpicking, we want to keep that around. Stealth skills, yes. Ranged weapons skills +5. Ooh, but the armor's really good. 39 armor. Okay, I think I might actually just equip that. So now we're getting a little closer to where we want to be weight-wise. Sneak +5, engineering +15. Yes, there's some good stuff here. Probably don't want to get rid of all of that. Sneak +7. All right, I think I'm just going to roll with that for now. And that's fine. But let's go into inventory here. Now that I saw that other piece of armor, 39 with ranged weapon skills. That is pretty good. We'll take advantage of that. That's better than the other thing I had on, I'm fairly certain. Long guns +7, yeah. Okay. Now that we've done the boring stuff. All right, let's see here. Big John, someone took the time to make the world. And if you are showing it all to people who are watching. Yep, that's the idea. I think these worlds are incredible. I'm really excited to see what happens now that Bethesda and Obsidian are technically the same company. I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens. And I don't think anybody should expect anything overnight, but in the coming years, we know that Bethesda kind of excels at world creation and environmental storytelling and things like that. That's really always been that's one thing they've always done way better than everyone else. But Obsidian has kind of always done the RPG mechanics better than anyone else. So it'll be really interesting to see how those things might sort of combine on future projects. Okay, what do we have here? Anything interesting? And some stuff to steal. That sublight guy's way over there, so he can't see me stealing. Don't mind me, just here taking all your stuff. Slug Sweeper.
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Isn't the point of a hotel notoriety? Don't you want notoriety so that more people pay money to stay there? Whatever. Okay, we'll keep cruising around the loop here a little bit and see what else there
I
is.
hope the murderer is caught soon. This lockdown is truly hampering my schedule for the week.
Agreed. I was supposed to go back to Byzantium today to play cards with the vice CEO of Hammersmith. And what about you?
Oh, I was too. But it wasn't the vice CEO, it was the president of the company.
Really? What's her name?
If you don't know, then maybe you should try.
Oh
to
my,
be a little more
these people are quite ridiculous. Very high on themselves, completely obsessed with status and reputation. Alright, what else do we have laying around here? Nothing really here. Maybe in here. Pull Rizzo's box. Some Purpleberry Crunch. Spectrum Vodka Orange. And don't mind me either, buddy. I'm just here taking all your stuff.
I could never work for Slug. They're not recognized by the board.
Oh, well. They may not be recognized by the board, but at least they don't have to walk around in a uniform that looks like that. Then again, maybe if you're walking around in a uniform that looks like that, maybe you're sufficiently tough that you don't have to worry about it.
It's pretty much just toss ball for folks who don't want to get their hands dirty.
Ah, okay. So this is the closest we've come to an explanation of tossball, or at least seeing anything even related to it. More cigarettes. Purpleberry Munch. Something tells me we're going to have an awful lot of Rizzo's products by the time this is over.
I was thinking about going for a swim, but I don't want to come out stinking like a dead rat.
So this is the pool.
The pool plaza is currently closed to guests.
Currently closed to guests. What are you wearing? Dolph McAllister. Oh, I think I just found the name for all of my future RPG characters. Dolph McAllister.
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green or pretty heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
Okay, why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
This morning, huh? So it happened just before the Spectrum Brown launch?
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, so I think I can help. I found the sun parlor earlier and mixed something for the pool. I wonder if that's gonna help or not.
Wow, they should have just cut out the wage garnisher and hired you. Why don't you add your mix to the pool doohickey over yonder? That's usually what the last guy did.
Okay, I got some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
You said Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning.
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got triplicale for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
Okay, well, I guess that's everything for now.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be on my way. Okay, so we're going to put our thing that we cooked up in the pool. The ones who walk away. The pool where horror dwelt. The Grand Colonial's pool has been shut down thanks to an odorous contamination. Given the circumstances, something doesn't smell right, literally. Add the chemical to the pool filter. The solution is in your hands, now you just need to add it to the pool. Alright, that's what we'll do. We will add this thing that we randomly created with chemicals that we don't know what they are before we even knew this problem was a thing to the pool filter and see what happens. Sublight Underground reputation decreased. So apparently we did a dumb thing without even being given an option. What do you have to say, Dolph?
You know, I don't remember the pool making those sizzling noises before. Something happened?
If we had higher science, we could say, you fool. In an act of mad genius, I devised a compound to turn the water acidic. Sorry, did you say clean the pool or destroy the pool? I don't remember.
Oh, boy. Listen, you better make yourself scarce before somebody catches wind of this. I don't think management is gonna be happy.
Intimidate 90. I don't have that high enough. You should pay me that, or your boss learns you let the pool be turned into an acid pit. Are you sure there isn't anything I can do to help?
Please, I think you helped enough. Lost, what am I gonna do?
Well, for now, you're just gonna sit there. Alright, so now we are going to... Alright, back to the main quest here. And we've made our loop around the outside. I don't know, we've got one more spot to check over here, and then we'll head into the hotel. Doesn't look like the other paths are opened up for us yet. Bridge to the hotel spaceport. Yeah, these aren't open yet. I presume they will open for us at some point later. We've got some more vending machines. Zero-G brew. Shampoo bottle. Nothing too interesting here. Steel light assault rifle Mark III. Okay, I'll steal that. I generally don't use the light assault rifle, but maybe it'll be cool if it's a Mark III. That means it probably does decent damage. 1208 DPS. Wow. That is going to be better than our heavy assault rifle. That's for sure. So I think I'm going to go with that over the... I'm going to go with that over the hunting rifle, at least for now. I've got plenty of ammo for it.
Crazy?
Little. Contact Cedric. Okay, can I do that? There's no response. All right. So, nothing yet. Okay. So I guess we'll head to the hotel and see what we can find. Actually, before we do that, we're right by the spaceport again. So let's run out to that workbench that was out there and see if we can mod this assault rifle, because it looks pretty good. Let's see what we can do with it, if anything. Okay, let's see here. And we also have the Deadeye assault rifle. I want to see if I can put a suppressor on that. Whisper Quiet Muzzler, yes please. Okay, and then the magazine. I think I'm going to leave it as it is for now. And the scope, I think we're probably okay. Yeah, I don't want to give up the post armor multiplier. Okay, let's see the light assault rifle. And, ooh, we can put a suppressor on this too. Okay, sweet. All right. Magnum, magazine increases. Oh, that just gives us a bigger magazine. Okay, that sounds good. I'll take that. And this should give us a better scope. We're going to get better range. Or reduced spread. I'm going to go with better This is more of a commando type weapon, so I think a scope is not ideal. Let's go with the gyro sight. And I think that's going to be good enough for now. But we can probably tinker some of these up a little bit to get a little more damage. This one's already level 29. Tinkered items can be no greater than 5 levels above your own. Okay, so that one's as high as I can get it for now. This one is inexpensive to tinker, so let's do it. I've got plenty of bits to do these things with, so that's as high as it'll get. Euthanasia kit, we'll go ahead and tinker that a little. And 297 I'm still okay with. 571 I'm okay with. 1085, no. We've reached our limit there. And this one we can definitely tinker up a little. And now we're over 1,000. This one, let's go ahead and tinker this up a little too, just in case we need to go to it again. I don't think we will, but I guess you never know. And that's as high as I'm going to take that one. Okay, so that's good. Armor, we can tinker this a little bit to increase it. That'll give us a little better armor rating. And that's important because we're staying in our Moon Man uniform. So we don't get great armor from our helmet. Although we can tinker that up a little bit. Make it a little bit better at least. That's good. And now we'll see if we can mod this armor. Where is it? Where'd it go? Maybe we can't mod that armor. Is it special? Oh, MSI Elite Armor. Okay, so we can't actually modify it with anything. Okay, I can live with that. All right, we've done enough inventory management and tinkering and junk collecting. Let's go head into the Colonial and find out about this murder.
He and Helen's death was the worst part of all this.
What? You don't mean to tell me that it isn't? There's something even worse?
There is.
Hey, look, it's Adjutant Conde.
1,000
Except
bits
it's
on a
not.
new suit for the unveiling. But now that it's been postponed, I'll never get a chance to show it off.
My lord, that is a real tragedy.
Lots of reusing of the facial models in the Outer Worlds. I can forgive it, but it's definitely noticeable. Rizzo's Morale Improvement Program. Don't be you, be better. All right, the last roll of Halcyon Helen.
You know, for a monument to the wealth of the elite built on the backs of the working class, it's real pretty. I guess.
Felix, you sound like a communist. I'm okay with that, at least for now. Till you sass me again, like you did after I killed that lady.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Want me to kill him? I mean, this guy seems like he's kind of a dick. You want me to just shoot him right in the head? I can do it. No? Not yet? Are you sure? You want me to shoot you in the head? Kinda in the mood to shoot somebody. It's been a minute. Fine. We'll behave. At least for now. Or hotel
I'll bet
guests.
You 10 bits. This is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt? What? I cannot imagine that the fine, upstanding corporations of Halcyon would ever do something like that. Sell junk at every opportunity we get. The Grand Ballroom. This must be where we're going. Wentworth Cigarettes, the finest cigarettes in Halcyon. And here we've got more of the great art on the wall.
Birdie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
TNL. The TNL Needler. Suits your every need, fillable with a wide variety of fast-acting combat chemicals. Interesting. I wonder if that looks like the weapon Halcyon Helen had. I wonder if we'll get that. That would be cool. Grand Ballroom again. Employees only. Need the access card to get in. Anything interesting in here? Okay, we've got a terminal here. Let's check it out. Welcome to the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Please do not store any insufficiently encrypted gossip on the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Guest complaints, VIP guest list. We don't have hack at 90, so I don't think we can get in here. I think that's way too high for us, so let's check out the guest complaints. Number 1 from Annoyed. Subject, this infernal racket. To Concierge from Annoyed. Do you like torturing me? Is that what this is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizzo's Ranger, I was excited, as any tossball-loving Halcyonite would be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these hullheads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling, every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth chord upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that it's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel. And each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I am not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. Well, clearly, someone is entitled. Let's see what else we've got. From a concerned Byzantine, subject, mechanical menace. So they are a Byzantine, and what we've seen of the Byzantines so far is that they are quite ridiculous. To whatever member of the help it may concern, I've heard a horrible clanking passing by my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look, and upon her return she said she had seen what looks like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001 and that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. Yes, that was as ridiculous as one might expect. And now we have a VIP guest list. Concierge Terminal VIP guests Ruth Bellamy, a.k.a. Halcyon Helen, Spencer Woolrich, who we heard about outside, and Black Hole Bertie Holcomb. Oh, that's right, Bertie Holcomb. And remember, Parvati wondered if he might be related to her. We might need to go back to the ship and get Parvati if we're going to meet him at any point. Requests manifest Halcyon Helen. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests, but she really does request a lot and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Borston bean sandwiches, 2 Purpleberry shakes, 2 Purpleberry liqueurs, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup canid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, There's been no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. So, interesting. Well, we saw Halcyon Helen at the beginning, and I'm pretty sure she's not consuming that much food on a regular basis, so that tells me that as we solve our mystery here, we're going to find out that somebody else has been getting that from her. Requests manifest, Spencer Woolrich. In the past 2 weeks, I've received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terror on Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of spectrum except black, wants 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up, but Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course Woolrich can't accept that he's been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I've more than half a mind to send an exterminator to fumigate his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while, but then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. So, yeah, this guy sounds like a real winner. And now we have more requests from Black Hole Birdie Holcomb. Holcomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Toss balls, toss ball sticks, new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycomp, not even any dervish mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. So those are our VIP guest list and their requests. Just going to take a quick look here and see if there's any way I can get my hack over 90. I don't think I'm anywhere close to that, but I could be wrong. Hack is 55 and 71 with our current buff. So let's just take a look at inventory. And that gives us increased lying, and that gives us increased ranged weapon skills. Pretty sure I have one. Yep, that's stealth skills plus 5. And I think I have something that helps me hack. Tech skills, well, that could be. Lockpick, sneak. Inspiration. Engineering. Hack plus 5. Let's see if that works. Ooh, we got to 90. Okay, so we can check the restricted message. See what we've got here. To concierge from Cedric Kincannon, subject, that damn fool. Halston, I have reason to believe Ludovico is getting agitated again, which will likely present itself in several dozen messages to you, each demanding a reduction in Rizzo's payments. Funnel these messages into the trash, if you please. If Ludovico wants to renegotiate the terms of our contract, he's welcome to take his operations elsewhere, Cedric. Okay, there we go. So we got a little more info here. We'll get back in uniform. So that was cool. We explored a little bit. We already found some information about the hotel guests. Transition to Eridanos. No, we don't want to do that. We just want to keep exploring. See if there's anything else of interest in here. Examine. What are we examining? The severed head of Burbage 2000. The head of Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus Androidicus. Why, foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents? and it is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught. Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. So, the film industry in Halcyon is, of course, basically just propaganda. What do we have here? Steal Rizzo's Rangers Tosser uniform. Yes, please. That sounds unique and something that sounds like something Felix would really like. Oh, 28 armor. Dodge plus 10, movement penalty accuracy. That's actually pretty good stuff. All right, let's talk to Felix and see if he has any dialogue related to it.
I know we got a murder to solve, but I say we take our time. Enjoy the hotel. No one's allowed off the islands except us. The killer ain't going anywhere. Unless they jumped off the edge. And they got some way to fly. Huh. Didn't think about that.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, boss?
Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and give him the Rizzo's Rangers uniform. Yep. Oh, that's going to be a big upgrade from his current armor. There we go. I bet he's going to be excited about that. Nothing? You got nothing to say, Felix?
When I was living in the back base, we used to get into these arguments. Who was the faster shot? Halcyon Helen or the masked Marketeer? I was always in the Marketeer's camp. But I just didn't want to admit I was a fan of Helen's.
All right. Well, I guess he's got no special dialogue about the Rizzo's Rangers outfit, but I'm sure he likes it. And we have another chapter of the Dissident Queen. Halcyon Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal had found themselves at the gates of the dissident hideout. "You're a fine partner, easily better than my last," said Helen, "but I dare say these fiends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum. Many of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations, and they're more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed." "Though I know my work was valuable," Opal said, "I'm still pleased that I was promoted to assist in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who would threaten the colony's productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board." Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion to be silent, for she had seen that the gates to the dissident hideout were no longer shut. Someone, or something, had opened them. So yet another step in the story of Halcyon Helen. Very cool indeed. And Concierge Halston. Let's take a look at the terminal. Acquire penthouse key. Error, room not yet ready. Acquire penthouse key, not yet ready. Exit, leave conversation. Okay, was there anything else? No. Alright, so I probably will need to talk to him at some point, but maybe I can't do that until I've gone into the ballroom. Alright, any other rooms to check? That's going to take us outside. That's vending. Nope, I guess it's time, finally, to start the quest.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
This body has not been disposed of in a board-approved waste receptacle. Printing citation ticket 9554-PKF.
So Sam is in on the bureaucracy. All right, let's just look around the room. Anything interesting to check out here? Okay, we've got a door we can open up. That takes us back outside. Samples will be billed to your room. Spectrum Brown. All right, we're going to take all of that, and I just want to see what it does. If it does anything interesting at all. Spectrum Brown. The newest Spectrum flavor adds brown to the rainbow. Brown Vodka Blues. Strength +2, charm +2, base health +10, mind attributes -2, dexterity -2. I don't know, that doesn't sound very good. We've got orange. The second cheapest Spectrum vodka. Note, those are not citrus bits. Okay, what are they then? Alright, so these look just pretty generic. The other colors all do the same thing. Brown is unique, but it doesn't look like one that's really going to benefit me very much. There's a big bottle for him to pour samples from. Rizzo Spectrum. If it's brown, drink it down. Uh-huh. Okay. That sounds unhealthy. This place is great looking. Very finely appointed for all the rich folks to come hang out.
Oh,
and here's
thank the
Constable
law.
Keene.
Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
All right, we can skip the pleasantries. I'm ready to begin my investigation. Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aether Wave. I was actually looking for the bar. Do they serve the drinks with the little umbrellas here?
Our dossier mentioned you had problems committing to a job.
Yes, indeed.
In accordance with Rizzo's company policy, I am required to give you this motivational message. I believe you will find that assisting your local Rizzo's security department is even more thrilling than the sweet, smooth flavor of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka.
Dr. Goodnight, ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
I'm guessing you're talking about the body? Is it directions to the spa?
Are you talking about that program? What was it called? Perspiring your way to productivity? No, what I have is much more invigorating.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my Discrepancy Amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Okay. So I could say this looks like a scope modified with a computing device if I had long guns and engineering at 60, but I do not. What does this thing do exactly? And nice. How do I set it to kill?
You don't. Although I really
Why
should
not?
have looked into that option. The
Yes, you should
Discrepancy
have.
Amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
That doesn't really make any sense at all, but okay. Sounds like something the OSI teaches.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
All right, so it sounds like we've got a level up, and we've got a new item, the Discrepancy Amplifier. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientific mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the Discrepancy Amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Be sure to equip the Discrepancy Amplifier in a weapon slot before you continue your hunt for Helen's killer. Okay, we'll go to our inventory. It says I for inventory, but that's not working. So we'll just continue. And now we'll go to the inventory. Okay, so we need to give up a weapon, and I think that's going to be the euthanasia kit. So let's give that up. It says 25 DPS. Maybe there is a way to kill things with it. Designed by Dr. Goodnight, the Discrepancy Amplifier is an inductive reasoning simulator and computation device, fine-tuned to pick up discrepancies in the Eridanos atmospheric complex. The device requires the strong magnetic fields of the Eridanos complex and cannot function anywhere else in the colony. Interesting. Okay. There it is, scanning Eridanos for evidence. To catch Helen's killer, you'll need to use the Discrepancy Amplifier's scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the Interact button to analyze it. Fair enough. Achilles says it's a magnifying glass. It sounds a little more complicated than that. All right, so we've got a level up we can do quick. Let's do that. And where were we short? We were a little short in hacking. Sneak is pretty good. Let's go ahead. Well, I want to get sneak up to 80. So we get the sneak attack weak spot damage buff. Let's get hack up to 60. And I think that'll be good for that. And we get to pick a new perk. Improvised weapons. I don't... that's like... Oh, tossball equipment is not improvised? Well, then I don't know what it would even be. Concentrated fire. Any subsequent attack made on the same target while in TTD deals increased damage. That sounds like a winner to me. Let's do that one. All right. So that's good. We're leveled up. We're going to do a quick save here just in case. Okay, so now we want to take a look at Halcyon Helen's body. She's got 31 bits on her, and I can use those more than her.
Really digging around Helen's body for clues, huh?
Clues. Yeah, Felix, clues. She's not going to spend it. So now we can look through the scope here. We've got lots of little thingies floating around. Okay, I thought I had to shoot it. So it looks like we've got some footprints. Analyze.
The Discrepancy Amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Okay, this is cool. Sure, let's get started. You can talk? Smack it around a little. You'll speak when spoken to. I see you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do? Let's smack it around a little bit.
Please do not taunt the Discrepancy Amplifier.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the Discrepancy Amplifier. The Discrepancy Amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
I am going to enjoy the humor of this, I think. All right, so let's get started. Tell me about this discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out
Oops,
from
I hit the wrong button there.
floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
I can say discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record? Or I can taste the dirt.
Now loading mouthwash protocol. Please open wide, customer.
I love Sam. The dirt tastes earthy, with faint woody and fruity undertones. Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
We can use a perception check. I'm seeing some purpleberry in this dirt. Amplifier analysis.
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the Purpleberry Orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonial.
And we get a dumb dialogue option. Well, I'm stumped.
Yeah, me too. Oh, wait. I got it. Halcyon Helen was in the Purpleberry Orchards.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
All right, so we have amplified discrepancies, found some clues, and now we're going to go get our hotel room.
How awful.
And if they don't give me a good one, I'll make them pay. Let's see here. So now we've got to go talk to the concierge. This guy's standing here just talking in the window.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
No in-room massages? That's it, I'm out of here. So, you happen to have my room key, or we can say who?
Why, you.
No, not the special inspector. I meant your boss, or... Oh, right.
While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
Sure, what have you got? Just point me to the grand ballroom. Another time, I have something to do first. Well, yeah, of course you can give me a room. You're supposed to do that.
For you, only the best, sir, of course.
Of
You'll
course.
be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that, unfortunately, the room's still being cleaned. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Why are we cleaning it up if that's Halcyon Helen's room? There might be evidence in there. I wanted to check if my room was ready yet. The Grand Colonial sure is interesting. You've got some wow. You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand
Good thing I already did that on my own then.
All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
Indeed.
About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see her acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
I heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
And Helen's co-star, Woolrich. Did he have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Interesting. All right, well, I guess that's enough gossip for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
We've got a dumb dialogue option here. So we can say a few different things. We will ultimately choose the dumb one, but we can say I'm a freelance captain changing the colony, one high-stakes encounter at a time. I like to let my reputation speak for me. The fewer people who know about me, the better. Or I could say, I'd say, too bad. But in this case, we are dumb. We are the Maniacal Moron. My feet hurt.
You know, I feel like I just learned a whole lot about you anyway.
Want to see if my room's ready yet.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Sounds good to me. Let's get rolling. Let's go see our swanky new hotel room.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode.
Clearly.
Which authorized floor can I bring you to?
Dumb. Let's see here. Bring me to the penthouse. I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor. Or dumb. Oh no, don't worry, lady. I'll get you out of there.
Huh? I'm not trapped anywhere. Oh, wait. I get it. This is one of Norville's pranks. Almost got me that time, Norville. Now, can I bring you to an authorized floor?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor before we go to the penthouse.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
I'm here to investigate a murder. Why am I not authorized? But okay, bring me to the penthouse.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
Okay, let's check it all out here. Oh, and all of our companions are here. That's cool, so we can switch them out as we go. All right, let's check out our new digs here. And there's Vicar Max. Everyone's in uniform. Parvati, Nyoka. Join us for the Profit of Profitability Seminar. The Profit of Profitability Seminar. Lots of tongue twisters here tonight. Profit of Profitability Flyer. A flyer promoting a productotherapy seminar with renowned Prophet of Profitability, Jasmine Leva, at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The Wilderness Exploitation Reserve? Okay. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. That sounds awful. And an ashtray to examine. It looks like we've got lots of empty cigarette packs here. Some butts all over the place. The number of cigarettes here indicate that the smoker's lifespan has been shortened by approximately 11.2 years. Okay, we'll keep looking. So we've got, I guess this is evidence we can check out. They didn't clean up everything. That's probably a good thing. And we've got some kind of coat there. We've got booze, but not evidence. Is Sam in bartender mode? Oh, wow. Okay, so they didn't clean this up at all.
Discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, nice. It tells us when there's a discrepancy. Okay. And we've got the equivalent of a holotape. Let's just look around before we get into any of this stuff. Halcyon Helen has wigs? Ah, okay. We're learning a little more here as we go. Some towels, some robes. All Alright, so we've got some terminals to check.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yes, I know. Clues are nearby. I want to look around. Stop bothering me. And that we've already seen. Oh, cool. We've got like a murder board. Alright. So this is going to put our clues together. Who are you? Investigation board. This board is covered with a loose collection of photographs and papers. Examine the board more closely. A blank notebook lies open beside a stack of clean papers. It looks like someone intended to write something but never got started. Okay. So maybe we don't know what all this stuff is yet. Okay, so it's just the investigation board again. Okay, we've got a workbench here. Some more photos, but no context to them. Pick up spatial acuity sensor apparatus. What is that? And there's a note on the workbench. Notice of unlawful equipment. This notice is attached to an object peripheral personal belonging that exceeds or otherwise violates hotel regulations. Leaving this object on the hotel premises will result in a 500-bit fee per day. 500-bit fee per day of unlawful storage. At your earliest convenience, please remove this object peripheral personal belonging and pay any outstanding fees. Okay. So let's check out this helmet we just picked up. Spatial acuity sensor apparatus. Skill bonus, we get extra perception, interactable highlight range, bonus to headshot weak spot damage. Early models included a speaker that would emit "look at that" at loud decibels. This feature has been disabled. Okay, so we're going to hold on to that for now. That might be worth going out of uniform for. But for now, we're going to roll with what we have. See how tough things get. We're just going to loot everything in sight once again. Looks like Halcyon Helen had some early access to Spectrum Brown. Borstwurst. Dark Matter Bar. Bit cartridges. And anything else? I don't think so. So now we can go ahead and examine our discrepancy. But first let's
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
loot this stuff. Okay. Any more loot? Oh, she's got a little ammo in here. And then we've got a tape recorder too. All right, let's look around here and see what we've got. Analyze.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Oh, okay. Anything else we need to analyze? Doesn't look like it. That looks like all there was. A lot of clothes on the floor. Other than that, that's really it. I definitely want to try and find her gun. And now we've got what is some kind of voice recorder.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
So Black Hole Birdie seems to be devastated over their breakup. Algae Lager. So someone's been drinking in the shower. And we have a terminal there. Wasn't there another one? There's another one out here, too. This one's probably the one with lore on it. or clues for our investigation, so let's check this one out. Personal terminal, welcome R. Bellamy. Ruth Bellamy, that is Halcyon Helen's actual name. Let's start with messages. Oh, we've got a few here, and we can hack as well. So let's just get out of here, put on our hacking glasses. And is that going to be enough? Yep, okay. So we'll start with a note from Administrator Ludovico. Subject, grateful. Ms. H. Helen. So they're referring to her as her character's name. I'm sure that she loves that, because all actors certainly love to be referred to by their character names instead of their actual names. Ms. H. Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you're allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself. We're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. And our next one from Profitability PO, subject, disappointed. From Profit of Profitability. So we're going to have to track that person down. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches of the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aetherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover that you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Sincerely, Profit of Profitability. Oh, we're going to have to take care of this quest first, just so I don't have to say that over and over again. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Profit of Profitability coming soon. Well, you know, she does have a point there. Money can't buy happiness and other lies we tell ourselves, yeah. Money can't buy happiness is definitely something we say when we don't have any money. All right, so now, subject from Kincannon, subject, free advice. Ms. Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years, and I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best, Cedric. So Cedric suspects that she's here for something more than just endorsing a product. Maybe if we recover this deleted message, we'll find out more. From unknown client to Ruth Bellamy, subject not found, decryption error, message corrupted, displaying recovered data. Knows the truth, please hurry, don't know how much longer I can keep. And how about this? Same thing. Okay, so that's all of those. So she was up to something more here than just endorsing a product. That's interesting. Guest advisories. Guest advisory bulletins. Please select an option. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable, the Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds. All right, I can live with that. And let's head back out into the main room here and check out the other terminal. I'm guessing this is going to be more of a communication terminal once we get some more information. Are those pants? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we've got some outfits strewn all over the place. Contact Administrator Ludovico. All right, let's go ahead and do that.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime.
I have
Halcyon
indeed.
Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
So we've got options here. Let's skip the small talk. I still don't know why you hired me. I'm usually causing murders, not solving them. You mean Ruth Bellamy. Halcyon Helen was just a character. You don't sound too bothered over her death. All right, I'm going with number 3 because it's just weird that people are calling her Halcyon Helen.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
I suppose, but I also don't really care that much. I get it. You don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people. Any publicity is good publicity. Just turn this into an ad. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. It's heart-stoppingly good. That's a good one.
Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
All right, so we've got multiple choices here. Helen was at the Purpleberry Orchards before her death. Persuade 35, I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need to access the orchards. There was definitely a body. Also, I think I stepped in something purple. There's our dumb dialogue option. Let's roll.
Ah, I see. That's truly special. I'm going to have a word with Maria about your qualifications.
Please do.
Here, I'm granting you access
exceptionally
through the
qualified.
gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind. You can't keep your people under control, Ludovico. So he locks his doors the moment an investigator arrives? That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
All right, I'll be back. So we now have a new lead to chase down. We need to go to the orchards, I'm fairly certain. Momentary taste of Purpleberry, or we need to go find the Productivity Queen. That's probably the one we're going to do first. All right, let's get back to inventory. I need to put my uniform helmet back on. Okay. And before we take on our next quest, I think that gives me... This is a good spot for me to get up and stretch my legs for a couple of minutes here. It's been a couple of hours almost, so we're going to do that quickly. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. I encourage all of you to feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat. We're going to jump in and probably go track down the profitability. Yeah, we're doing that one next, so I don't have to say it anymore, okay? All right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get right back into it. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, and I'm back, and I'm even going to remember to turn this screen off again. There we go. Okay, catch up on the chat here. Ant asks, how's the DLC so far? I like it so far. We're definitely starting slow. This is the first time I've played it, so it's as new to me as it is to you if you haven't seen it before. So I am taking a little more time probably to explore than usual, but that's all part of the fun.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
Let's see here. We've got options. I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great. It was fine. I don't feel too strongly about it. I'm just here to investigate, ma'am. I don't really care about the hotel room. Or 4. Did I ask you to talk to me? Just shut up and do your job.
I see. Yes, I guess I will. Was there a floor you wanted to go to, or not?
Let's see here. The lobby, please. I'd still like to visit the VIP guest floor.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
I don't care if I'm
What
authorized.
authorized
Send me
floor
there.
should I bring you to?
I guess I want to exit the Grand Colonial. Because we want to go outside. Okay, so who do we take along? Let's take... I don't think we're going to meet Black Hole Birdie, at least not yet. So let's just stick with the crew we have for now. So this will take me outside, and then we are going to find the Prophet. Ant says, haven't seen it yet. Yep, neither have I. I caught a few like minutes here and there, but I've tried to not spoil it for myself. So far, the most challenging part has been saying profit of profitability multiple times. It's quite the tongue twister for me. So we're going to do this quest first so we can get that out of the way. You'll need to find and interrogate the Prophet of Profitability regarding her involvement with Halcyon Helen's murder. The Prophet runs her seminar retreats out of an extreme productivity camp deep in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. 861 meters. Wow, okay, this place is big. I wonder if we'll even be able to get there. We might not be able to do this yet. And the map is a little slow to load. I've noticed that. That's weird. Okay, so we've got to go all the way out there. Well, let's see what we can do. Going to have a little bit of a walk over here, aren't we? Fortunately, one of the things I do really like about the Outer Worlds is there's no AP bar for sprinting or anything like that. So we don't have to worry about running out of that. Okay, so that's not the best way over there. We've got to go this way. Assuming we can. We'll find out. Uh-oh, we've got creatures. Ooh, this weapon is quite efficient. Yes, I see you, Raptidon Mauler. And I am going to murder you.
Damn units never lay down on the job.
All right, this gun's pretty cool. I will say I like it. I've never really used the light assault rifle, but this high level one's pretty good. Okay, so we have the option of a flaw, Raptophobia, Perception -1, Temperament -1, Dexterity -1, if Raptidons are affecting us, but we get an extra perk. I think we're going to reject this one.
Organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss.
Canuck Mike says, maybe I missed it, but is there a Fisty Discord? No, there is not. It's something that I'm thinking about, but honestly, it's... I know that if I start one, it's another thing that needs to be managed and moderated, and I just don't know that I have the time to dedicate to it. So for now, at least, we're going to leave it be. Maybe as the channel grows, if we get to the point where, you know, I've got somebody moderating or something, then we'll cross that bridge. But for now, we're just going to stick with YouTube and Twitter. Okay, so here's a notepad to examine. I don't think I saw this earlier. Wilderness checkpoint note. Evan, remember, cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a Raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget, you hear? I need help knocking B down a rung or 3. She's had me writing field reports for her all week. Botanical Operations Building, cards tonight, Fritz. So, can we go here yet? Doesn't look like we can. So, I guess I can't go after the profit of profitability just yet. That's a shame. I wanted to do that first, but I guess we're not going to be allowed to. So, in light of that, we need to go to the Purpleberry Orchards to investigate the purpleberry residue left on Halcyon Helen's shoes. All right, so we're going to head this way. Not sure how those Raptidons got here. This place looks pretty well kept. Unless someone came across from the wilderness and let them in.
I hope the murderer is caught.
Ant says, I always liked the way the Spacer's Choice weapons look and feel, even if they aren't as good in some aspects. Yeah, they do look cool.
No, Miss Fergus. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
All right, we've got a named character, so maybe you've got something interesting to say.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Are you okay? You sound a little tightly wound.
Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right I'm I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
In the chat, Canoplex says, purple shoe goo. Yeah, we're going to check that out. So, you've got a missing person. I'm an inspector, and I could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
I'm good at doing stuff. I put chemicals in the pool and turned it into acid. So I'll look into it. What do I need to know? A few days. Why'd you wait until now to search for him? On second thought, I'm not that interested. I've got things to do. Why'd you wait so long to search for him?
It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
Okay, I'll look into it. So what do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I'll get right on that. Okay. So we'll get on that when we are able to finally go to the wilderness. For now, we are going to cross the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchard. Wow. Okay, a little bit of frame lag there. I assume it's loading in this new area as we approach. That's probably what's happening here. Take a quick look around. And I think I hear some hostile creatures. So let's get stealthy. Well, let's get stealthy after we look around for loot. Anything down there? Oh yeah, we got something down there. A tamed canid eating a Rizzo's guard. And that looks like a marauder vandal. Well, how did marauders get here? There's only one spaceport coming in, so that seems a little strange. Well, maybe there's multiple spaceports. One canid down, and we've got lots more hostiles. Okay. And our companions are getting themselves into a fight. Where are they? Oh, yeah? Nice. Okay. I'm digging this gun, but I think we're going to run out of ammo for it fairly quickly. So better make sure I loot everybody here. Very good. Finally got a little action in this DLC. So far it's been all talking and exploring, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, there's some stuff to loot down here, but I'm a little concerned I won't be able to get back up if I go down, so I think I'm just going to leave it be. There's probably nothing amazing in there. And is this another...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ooh, we've got a discrepancy.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
I'm not sure I needed you to tell me that. Let's search his pockets. You find 3 bits in a half-eaten Rizzo's Purpleberry Crunch. At least he left this world happy. Pay your respects. Conclude examination.
Customer, would you like to steam clean this blood-stained uniform? Say yes within 10 seconds to confirm.
Very nice indeed. Okay. Alright, we've got some bolter pistol 3.0, plasma rifle 3.0. Oh, we've got some upgraded weapons here. Alright, well, we might have to stop and do a little bit of a... Let's do a little weapon check and see what we're working with here now. Because I came in here under-leveled. So picking up anything else could be really good. Level 33 bolter pistol. And that's one of the cool things about this game is if you find a weapon that's way higher level than you, you can still use it. So that's a good thing. I can't tinker it that high, but at least I can use it. So plasma rifle 3.0, only 417 DPS. I don't know how much I love that. I think we're still going to roll with what we've got for that, but the bolter pistol's pretty good. I think we can replace the assault rifle ultra with it. Maybe not. It's got the muzzler. No, that has the muzzler. Let's just roll with what we have for now. And we've got a terminal over here. Ooh, another discrepancy. I wonder if it was over where we were looting. Okay, it says there's one nearby, but I don't know where. Maybe it's in the building here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Must be in the building. Okay, we've got another audio log. Trying my best not to call them holotapes because they're not holotapes. This is the Outer Worlds. And we've got Light Machine Gun Mark III. I think we can probably give that to Felix. He's got a flamethrower level 12. Yeah, that's going to be just a little better. Just a little bit. There you go, Felix. You've now got a significant weapon upgrade. And let's listen to this audio log.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Law, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Okay, so it sounds like we've got a little evidence about Evan, who we were sent to hunt for earlier. And we need our discrepancy amplifier, and one of these days I'll figure out which direction to flick my wheel. Okay, anything in here? I don't see anything to analyze. Says there's a discrepancy around here somewhere. I definitely don't see anything. Ah, up on the roof. Intriguing. How do I get up there? Okay. So maybe I jump up here. Ooh, okay, this is going to be a little risky. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not that close to the edge. Can I jump on there? No. Can. Okay. Aha.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
We have a new safe. That's an interesting safe. All right, we'll take what's in there. Energy cell. Tremor Cleaver Hyper. Let's take that. And now we're going to look for a discrepancy. Analyze.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Okay, we'll pay our respects again.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
That's probably true. And let's take a look at this weapon. The Tremor Cleaver Hyper. Two-handed melee, 432 DPS. It's not the best cleaver. It's the weight. It is the best cleaver. Its throbbing blade will pulsate its way into even the most recalcitrant dissident. Well, that seems mildly inappropriate. Okay, let's head over to the workbench. We're going to tinker that up a little bit if we can. Yes, we can. Okay. I'm going to tinker that up a little bit. Oh, no, we can't tinker it. But maybe we can mod it. So I want to give it to Felix. He's the more of a melee guy. Okay, install mod. What do we have here? So we can put on speed grip for melee weapon attack speed. Shore grip for durability. Well, durability is not going to be an issue for him. I don't know if this will even do anything, but we'll put it on because I have the mod. So why not? And then for the blade, we can change the attack type to plasma. Or we can increase power attack damage by 20%. I don't know if he does power attacks. Let's put this on here. That seems like an interesting idea. It'll always look cool. And let's go ahead and equip that to Felix. His toss ball stick only does 232. This does 497. That's better. Okay. So we'll go with that. And now we'll head across the bridge and go investigate the orchard. Maybe, eventually. This is very cool. I do really like the whole atmosphere here. The idea of a floating colony in the clouds of a gas giant. And I like the way they put it together. You know, you hear sci-fi concepts about that sort of thing, and this is, you're certainly not going to get a quasi-steampunk floating colony concept, so this is awesome. What is that? Do I have something with a scope on it? Not enough of one. Okay, it looked like a nuke. It looked like a mushroom cloud from a distance. And I thought, you know, I don't think I'm playing that game. And we're at the Purpleberry Orchards. And we got another level up. So let's go ahead and take that level up. Okay, what can we increase? Skills. I'm kind of okay with where my weapon skills are. I'd like to increase my hacking and my lockpicking a little more. So let's take 5 in each of those. And we'll apply. And now we can also upgrade Felix and Sam. Negative faction damage. Felix deals increased damage to anyone who has a negative reputation with you, which is higher than their positive reputation. That's probably not going to be that useful. Healed to 25% health when downed. Basically once every 15 minutes. So that could be useful. Stand your ground. When this companion takes damage, they gain some armor for a short time. +3 armor rating. That's not all that significant. Duration of status effects inflicted by companion ability lasts longer. Let's go ahead and do this, or this one here. That's kind of useful potentially. If he gets knocked down, he can get back up and fight for a little bit. And then we'll see what Sam's got. Sam's ability always stuns auto mechanicals. Stuns the target, leaving them unable to act for a short time. That could be useful. We run into a pack of robots. Same ones otherwise. Yeah, let's go with that. That's kind of unique. Okay, fast travel location discovered. Let's sell off our junk. And I'm starting to get a little bit loaded on weight, so we'll sell off some of that stuff too. We don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. Determined. Well, that's a really high level one, so I'm going to keep that. Thunder is unique, so I don't want to get rid of that just yet. That's unique too. Automag pistol. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. Get rid of that. Grenade launcher can go. That can go. Bolter pistol was also pretty good. Hunting rifle ultra. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that because I bet we'll find another one. And how about some armor? Can we dump any armor? Retrofitted heavy power armor. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. And how about this one? Melee weapon skills. I know it's kind of unique, but I'm never going to use it, so I'm not going to carry it around. And let's see here. Dialogue skills, might need that. Ranged weapon, probably never going to use that, and it's really low armor. Persuade +5, probably not going to use it, but maybe. Tech skills, we'll keep anything with a special skill like that, because that, like these two here, will improve our tech skills by 10. Engineering might use that. Sneak might use that. Long guns +7. I'm not going to use that. We'll get rid of that. Stealth skills could be useful. The rest of these, yeah, I think there could be a use for some of these, so we'll keep them around. Stealth +5. Stealth +5. I don't need 2 of these. So which one's heavier? They're both the same. That one's lower level. We'll get rid of that first. Okay. And I'm at 146 pounds still. There's probably some other stuff I can get rid of. See if we can get rid of any mods. Really don't need melee weapon mods. Okay, let's see here. Some of these I've got a bunch of. The Magnum. I mean, I like having these mods available, but they do weigh half a pound each. Never going to use the Hunter kit, so that can go. Silver Tongue kit, that I could use. Tech kit I could use. Thug kit, melee and defense skills. Nope, never use that. Those can go away. Geographic scanner. No, I'm never going to use that. Armor mod, physical armor rating 3. That's it? Yeah, you can go away. Don't need that. Increases carrying capacity. Well, we'll hold on to that. Armor mod, tech skills +10. Okay, we should hold on to that. Gyro sight. I like having a couple of these, but I don't need 5 of them. Magnum, same thing. Don't need 4 of them. Mag 2 power to change to plasma. That I can keep 2 of as well, just in case. So that'll cut down some weight, and I don't need 3 of those either. 1 of them should be fine. And that could be useful, so we'll hold on to that. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then how about consumables? I bet I've got some consumables that I'm never going to use in a million years. Let's sell off all this Spectrum Brown. It looks like it's valuable. Wow, it was valuable. Okay. So what do I have in stacks here that I'm just never in a million years going to use? Pre-sliced bread. Never going to use it. And I know you can use this stuff. I'm just not going to. Adrenatime. Never going to use that. Plain and pure water. Never going to use that. Bread noodles. Nope. Spacer's Chaw. Nope. Mind attributes. Let's hold on to that because that could help us pass a check at some point. Armor rating +10. Yeah, I'm never going to use that. I can get rid of that too. 0G Brew. Yep. Goodbye, 0G Brew. All right, I'm bored with this, so that's good enough for now. All right. And now we've got the Purpleberry Nut Hut. Sydney Moyano. She's got a cash register. That's not a terminal. The Purpleberry Nut Hut. How do we get into the Purpleberry Nut Hut if I want to try to rob her? Play the audio tour. We've got an audio tour. You can pick this lock. Okay. Bigger lock we can pick. Okay, bit cartridge in here. Let's see what happens if we get our lock pick up a little bit and pick that lock. So to do that, we need... All right, those are hacking glasses. We need lock-picking glasses. Tech skills, lockpick. Is that going to be enough? That'll be enough. Okay, so the question is, can we get in without getting detected? So far, so good.
What do you think you're
we got-
doing?
Whoa, what in the world is that? Intimidate whatever I want. Okay, well that didn't go as planned. What is in her neck? Oh my. What are we dealing with here? Do I try to pick her pocket? No, we should wait a little bit. Let's talk to her.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo's! Welcome to the
Oh, my.
Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I can't tell if she's happy or dying on the inside.
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
What in law's name is that on your neck? Squint at the thing on her neck. Nah, let's just pretend this is normal.
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Yeah, goodbye. We're gonna go back into that because I do really want to know what that is on her neck.
You're back! We just got a new shipment of Rizzo's mock apple cider. It's hard. Wait, was that the slogan? Never mind. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Oh no, we don't have the option. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and reload our save so I can ask her that question because I'm just dying to see what she says. And we already know we can't pick that lock without getting caught.
Entering quiet mode.
I wonder if we can pickpocket her without getting caught. We can, but she's just got a bit cartridge. That's it. I thought maybe she'd have a key for that lock. Overseeing Orchardist's office. Let's check that out before we talk to her about her neck.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Okay. Now let's go ask her about her neck, and then we'll go talk to the creepy doctor-looking dude who might tell us lies about it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo's!
I can't tell if she's happy or dying on the inside.
I sure...
What in law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Okay, so, that's disgusting. Where did you pick that up? Is it contagious? Showed up. How long have you had this, passenger? Or we can use our medical skill and say, don't move, I'll try and cut it off you.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you!
Oh my.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
That's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this? Okay, now I'm getting worried. How did you pick that thing up?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad, so I don't worry about it.
How long have you been this way?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
Okay, that's great. Can we back away slowly? All right, so let's go talk to creepy doctor dude over here. And we've got, looks like a slug employee, Clyde Eaton. Let's talk to him.
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
I can end that conversation for you.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
Could
What
be.
the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. here to burn down what you haven't already.
Okay, so I think this character is interesting from a design perspective because this is clearly the facial model from Thomas, who was with the people who left the in Edgewater, the people at the botanical garden, the one who had a crush on Parvati. But they've added wrinkles and Phineas's hair. So yeah, that is definitely one limitation with this game is most of the characters are all based on the same set of character models, and I'm sure they did that as cost-cutting measure, but sometimes you notice it. You unique ones, your companions are generally unique. You have a few other NPCs that are unique, but everybody else is kind of a mishmash of all those other ones. All right, so let's see here. I'm not on anyone's payroll, which is not to say I can't be. Just here to investigate a murder, go about your business. Things do have a tendency to break around me, but I don't know about sabotage. I'm not on anyone's payroll, but that's not to say I can't be.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late.
Okay.
Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
I overheard you mention sabotage.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
I could figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Okay, so we've now got another quest here. Do we have anything else we can talk to him about?
Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
No, I'm still looking. The more times you ask me that, the slower I'm going to work.
Yeah, should have figured as much. There's something else you need to know?
Let's see here. Okay, so lots of stuff here. Okay, so we didn't get to talk to him about the sabotage that was going on. That's what I was hoping for. So any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I've got a feeling someone poisoned them somehow.
All right, so these are all the places that he wants me to check out. What happened in the Exterminator Automech Depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on waspkitos, and waspkitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just something to keep in mind.
Say what now? Waspkitos? Waspkitos. Uh-huh. Flying wasp-like insect created by Obsidian, the creators of Fallout New Vegas, the creators of the Cazador. Waspkitos. I'm not encouraged here, DeWitt Hathaway. I'm not encouraged one bit. All right, well, something in particular to look out for in the processing control room?
The tower processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
Okay, I've heard enough. And let's talk to this guy.
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purpleberries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
What seems to be your problem with the overseeing orchardist?
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Yes, I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
All right. Are you sure? You sound a little bit like an extortionist.
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board. Regardless, Slug's protection service has ensured that Rizzo's has had zero problems with its shipments at the docks, and all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Uh-huh. Okay. Any truth to his accusations of sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
That is true. Is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Maybe I could pay what he owes. It's doubtful that I'm going to be so generous, but let's find out what he owes.
You're weird. Generous, but weird. The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you also happen to own an orchard, I don't think you can clear this guy.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Yes, I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile. What can Slug do for you?
You see any sign of Halcyon Helen recently?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
I don't buy it. A real fan would have had more agony in his voice.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
Seems a little bit pop culture self-aware there. I'd like to ask a little more about you.
You're welcome to. I don't have any secrets.
Do you do anything other than make sure Slug's business partners pay on time?
Certainly. When I'm not out on a job, they usually stick me in the Slug mess hall. I may be a service collector, but that doesn't mean I can't make a damn fine triple pie.
All right, and we want to ask him a little more,
I don't
too.
have any secrets.
Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
Nothing that you couldn't observe yourself. I try not to spend much time here. Hate the outdoors. If you haven't already noticed, these orchards are more of a wreck than even some of the cities on Monarch. Mismanagement, I suspect.
All right, I guess that'll do it. So we don't have the option to ask about this woman's little passenger. And let's take the audio tour.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Ah, we have to purchase the audio tour. Okay, let's do that.
You're back! We just got a new shipment of Rizzo's mock apple cider.
You
It's
are
hard.
really creepy.
Wait, was that the slogan? Never mind. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Anything you can tell me about Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
You do know Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right? Are you a complete sociopath? For your first date, you should take him to see a Halcyon Helen movie.
Hey, that's a swell idea. Terror on Monarch was so romantic. Thanks for the suggestion. Sadness is a big old waste of time. Besides, the sooner I start courting him, the sooner we can both be happy.
Okay, sounds like you're gonna try and give him a passenger. You are super weird. Okay. John W's in the chat says, awesome. Glad to see you, John W. Thanks for joining in. What can you tell me about the orchards, Sydney?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my 3rd favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio guided as a special bonus feature.
I might be interested in hearing more about your tours.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my 4th favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
Okay, Rizzo's really pushes the hard sell, huh? Just tell me what my options are.
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
All right, I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
I want the golden ticket.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
All right, I'll take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Okay, and I think that's it, but let's see what she's got for sale, just in case there's anything unique here. No, nothing special, just
Our
some
alcohol
consumables.
stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
So I would really like to get into that room there. But I don't think there's going to be a way to do that without picking that lock. Unless we can climb up here. Nope, doesn't look like it. I mean, we could probably kill her, but I don't know that I want to do that. I do really want to get into that room, though.
Muting volume now.
So how can I distract her? Okay, I've still got my hacking goggles on. Ranged weapon. Maybe if we boost our skills a little more, it'll make that faster. Sneak +7. That could probably help with that. Stealth skills. Let's do that. That's probably a little better. Okay, let's try this again. I really want to get into this room. Okay, brought down the number of lockpicks we need, so it might speed it up. Ah.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll pay you 1,238 bits to look the other way. I was just leaving. So I don't think we're getting in there without whacking her. Rizzo's reputation decreased, but I just persuaded her. All right, chat. You decide. Do we move along? Or do we whack her and go in? I could go either way. I'm kind of curious to find out about this thing on her neck. But I don't know. I want to get in that room. We're going to hold off here and see what you guys say. You all decide. Get in the room. Ant says get in the room. All right, now the question is, can I kill her? John W. says Caesar's choice. That's why I asked all of you. Big John says keep her alive. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going to do... Let's do the totally irresponsible thing here. And we're just going to quick save. Kill her. Get in the room. And then we're just going to load back up and leave her alive. I just want to see what's in the room. The neck thing could be fun. I agree that it could, and that's why I was tempted to keep her alive, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm not seeing anything really interesting here. Well, this was not worth hacking at. This was not worth lockpicking at all. There's nothing good in here. And I suppose that's why the choice was there. Fortunately, we have the benefit of the quick save. Yep, we're going to take it back. Sorry, didn't mean to actually kill you. We're just going to undo that. Let's just pretend that never happened. The room was clearly there just to tempt me. Indeed, indeed it was. But that's all right. We got to check it out.
Service needed. Pollen clog in port.
Pollen clog. Oh, we need to get back in uniform. Better armor. Moonman helmet. Okay, so now we are...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Disturbed ground. We've got more footprints.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short and the imprint in the dirt deep. As if determined, it would appear that Helen was in a hurry. Catching up on the chat here, Counterplex says the room is a lie. John W. says, just so you know, the magnifying glass is also a gun. I did figure that out. It doesn't look like a particularly
High traffic areas are the most susceptible
particularly
to mud
powerful
stains
gun,
and
but it's good to
ground-in soil
know.
buildup. Deploying tarmac shampoo and spit-shine servicing now.
So they're definitely Helen's footprints. I can deduce that Helen had saltuna for breakfast last week. Pretty obvious if you know what to look for. Helen was in a hurry, and she thought she was being followed.
Wow. You sound just like Agent Khan when he's on the case.
All right, and we've got another corpse over here. Anything to check out here? No? Okay. Take that. We'll take that. Cushioned Souls. That's a new mod. I don't think I've seen that before. Utility increases walk speed. Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll cross that bridge later. So now we've got the orchards, Purpleberry puzzle hedges, the conservatory, storage warehouse, and the hive. The Purpleberry Nut Hut and the Grand Colonial the other way. All right, and we've got somebody alive here. What's this? Is this the audio tour? Jacob Yarbaugh. What do you have to say, Jacob? He's got a neck thing, too.
Well, hell, sweet
oh my
hello
God.
there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm pretty sure that grin is permanent.
Why, thank you. Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
John W. says, I need one of those neck things just about now. I think we all have those days. All right, I'm not here for a tour. I'm on an investigation. Do you know if Halcyon Helen came through here? Are you okay? You seem excessively happy. I got a tour ticket already, but tell me more about the orchards.
An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purpleberry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our wasp-mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Pollinization? Wasp-mosquitoes, huh?
Pollinization by killer wasp-mosquitoes, indeedy. It's
that sounds like a
Rizzo's
smart
technology.
plan.
But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasp-mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Okay, are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Uh-huh. You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Okay. Shouldn't you be worried about your well-being? Seems like groundskeepers don't last too long around here.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose. This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
I think I've heard enough.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Do you know if Halcyon Helen came through here?
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Okay. Noted. Now moving on to other questions.
You lead, I'll follow. Not anywhere off the grounds, of course. I never leave the orchards, but within the bounds of this stimulating conversation, I will follow your proverbial footprints trail.
Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
That's not creepy at all.
I am so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage our employees to view customers in the same way they would a board-approved social acquaintance. Which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you even when I am not being paid to do so. Isn't that nice? I certainly think so. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Okay, goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Okay, so we've got another creepy neck thing.
Timeline discrepancy detected
Timeline
nearby.
discrepancy. John W. in the chat says, release the hive. That may be something I was just planning on. All right, where's our discrepancy? Is it here? No, it looks like it's up there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay, so that's it. So more Halcyon Helen footprints. And I think I hear sprats. Don't need to go after sprats. What do we have here? This is the Purpleberry puzzle hedges. Let's go check that out. Sprats are harmless.
I'm guessing we can't just cut a path right through this maze, right? Nah, of course not.
Samuel the Lawyer Huts. What do you have to say?
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
Oh, really? Okay. You should watch your tone. My killing hand gets itchy when people raise their voice.
Laws alive. Rizzo's has finally sent their strong armors, I see. Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
I can say I'm not, no, or what made you think I was a worker? Couldn't be another visitor to the orchards? Or I can lie. I am, actually. Rizzo's hired me to get rid of troublemakers. Think you can outpay them? That sounds good to me.
Bah, I've lived in Byzantium long enough to read between your words. Here's your filthy money. Since you're already here, perhaps I can sweeten the pot even further.
Perhaps you can.
Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions.
You said you're a lawyer. What are you doing all the way out here?
When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly, I'm getting old. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise.
Okay, you said you work for Forest Mills.
I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow don't know, owns Tile, Wentworth, Dock Rocket, and 24/7 Furniture. We're something of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal, too. You mentioned working together.
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Okay, so perception. Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally canceled the contest? What's wrong with that? You must be a pretty big Helen fan, huh? Hate to disappoint you, but Helen's dead. The unveiling's postponed too. I don't need all this preface, just give me the job. Yeah, let's tell him Helen's dead. Maybe he knows already and is going to get extra weird.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Okay, so I can say I'll get your prize. Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free? Why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's? I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it? Is anyone else trying to get the Spectrum Original?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
Okay. Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
Okay, that's a saying, I suppose. I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
No easy task, huh? We'll just see about that.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'll get your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
All right, so far, I'm really liking this DLC. It feels like a whole game. I mean, we've been here for a few hours and have barely scratched the surface of it. Or maybe it just feels like we've barely scratched the surface of it. So here is Selena the Collector Navarre. So we can talk to her.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto mechanical to the service technician lately?
Caution customer. This unit is operating at optimal performance capacity. Unnecessary tuning performed by an unfamiliar technician is not required at this time.
Didn't mean you bag of bolts.
Okay, we have a speech check for Sneak. Sneak 90. What you just said sounds both banal and scripted enough to be a code phrase. Am I wrong?
Clever, aren't we? Should be careful. Making accusations like that could get a body into a lot of trouble. Anyway, forget it. You aren't the person I was looking for.
How do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing. Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
Why do I get the feeling she's scared of talking to us?
I take offense to that. I think.
I get it. You're after the prize in the center of the hedges, too.
Shh, not so loud. Damn it. I guess you already know. I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
Okay, so we can say I've agreed to get the Spectrum original for someone else. If finding the bottle won't let you go to the unveiling, why are you here? You're not the only one looking, I imagine. Well, that's obvious, so yeah, I agreed to get it for somebody else.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away? Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
If finding it won't let you go to the unveiling, then why are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you. I'm after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
Who cares? What's done is done. Now that you mention it, that is a little strange. Sounds like a pretty dangerous train of thought. Subversive. You know, I just remembered that I don't care. Let's pretend like I never asked. Let's call her subversive.
Hardly. If the corp really cared so much, they wouldn't throw their old products out so readily. All I am is a collector. Whatever people choose to think of my collection is their problem, not mine.
Okay, let's see here. You're not the only one looking, I imagine. We might as well say it.
There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
All right, enough about all that.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolt or pistol at the ready. Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
All right, so about the prize you're looking for, who exactly are you? You mentioned a prior Orchards contact.
I did. Someone I paid to inform on the Orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting very well. Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos. It's a risk of the business.
Who exactly are you?
Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I collect that which the corporations have dismissed as failures and try to sweep under the rug. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot. Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that, which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
So about that prize.
I'm afraid I haven't made much headway on my own. Admittedly, I'm a little wary of all the explosions I keep hearing.
All right, enough about that.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolt or pistol at the ready.
That somebody's usually me. Let's leave here. We'll continue on our path and see if we can see if we can find the prize.
Muting time to take out the trash.
Okay, combat drones. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. I think knowing that we're going to have robots in here. Okay, this has shock damage, so we're going to switch to that. It's not as good a weapon, but it does the better damage type for robots. Okay. So this could get frustrating, but we're going to keep looking. This way. Okay, this way into the maze. We can crouch and go in, and we've got a mine over here. Take care of that. And there's more robots over that way, and we've got something hostile here too. Okay, so something hostile on the other side there. A little stutter. So we keep seeing signs that say this way, and I'm kind of inclined to believe that those are lies. But I suppose we'll find out. Whoa. Frenzied host. What the? What in the world is happening right now?
Cleaning cycle complete.
Rupturing host? Oh, wow. Okay, so he's got a pink thing on his neck, but we've got a neck thing, but it's growing inside the body. Frenzied. Okay, so this is what they're all going to turn into. That's bad. So, big surprise, weird, creepy purple neck things are not good for your health in the long run. Let's keep walking here and see what else we can find. I think I hear some more robots. And at this point, I have absolutely no idea where I am. We've got garbage. Sisty bits. Borston beans. Okay, so now we've got robots.
Processing data.
And use Sam's ability to stagger the robots. All right, mock apple cider. And at this point, I think we kind of have to go through the way it tells us to go. Wow, lots of these weird little stutters in here. Maybe it's all the foliage. That's what I'm guessing, is it's all the foliage is causing a little bit of...
For the best.
Okay. Well, so far nothing we couldn't handle. A little bit of combat, which is a surprise at how much there is, but something creepy and weird is definitely going on inside the Rizzo's Corporation. Okay. We've got something here. Equip the Discrepancy Amplifier. Part of the puzzle hedge. Is this where I need to be? Pick up the completion certificate. Congratulations, Explorer. You've reached the center of the Purpleberry puzzle hedges. This certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at select Rizzo's vending machines. Note that promise of discount is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machines accepting said discount are the responsibility of the holder, not the Rizzo's Corporation. Any attempts to force a discount or dispute the grounds of this certificate's discount will be prosecuted to the full extent of lethal force. Okay. So, where's our prize? Oh, I guess that's how we get it. We claim it with that certificate. Pick up Captain Robin's spine. Interesting. Alright, but it said there was a discrepancy around here somewhere. Where?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
But where? But where is the discrepancy? Is it here? There we go. Analyze.
Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
You notice a glass bottle containing some of the seedlings half buried in the dirt. As you turn it over, you find a label on the bottom that reads Property of Carter Reynolds, Botanist. Looks like the person who took the original didn't hide their tracks so well. Or time to go have a word with this botanist. Sounds good to me. Okay, I've gained the botanist's bottle. But now I need to get out of here. And I think we might as well finish this. The clue you uncovered points you to the Purpleberry Orchards Conservatory of all places. Perhaps a stray sprat ran off with the prize? Alright, so we need to figure out how to get out of here now. That's going to be the big challenge. Suppose we could just fast travel out if we really need to. Unless the quest marker is really just going to lead us out this easily. Uh-oh. Alright, well, only got hit by one mine so far. I can live with one mine. We have some plants, and oh, here's our other person. See if they have a competing offer for us. Emily, the entrepreneur Zimmerman.
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine.
That
Since you don't seem to
grew
be
inside
laughing
them?
maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor?
Maybe.
I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
Oh, I've got all kinds of ideas. I can lie, I can say, as it so happens, I freelance as a product design consultant. My advice isn't cheap.
Wow, a real consultant. And I had the good fortune for you to luck into me. I'd be
Yes.
delighted to pay you.
Good, I'd be delighted to take your money.
The company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Uh-huh. How about Rainbow Ice Vodka? What do you think of Volatile Vodka? Could appeal to the Hammersmith crowd. Distilled Dreams by Glacial Age, if you want to seem real uppity. Or we have a dumb dialogue option, which we will have to choose. Good beer. Call it good beer.
You know the product isn't... Never mind. Maybe the higher-ups will be able to market it as a joke product.
Maybe we can market you as a joke person. How would you like that? I get the funny feeling you're not just here to sightsee.
Hell no! Who'd sightsee in a place like this? I've nearly stepped on 3 landmines, and I just had to crawl through a hole in a hedge to keep myself from being crisped up by a mechanical. When you hear the word maze, do you typically think of instant death lurking around every corner? Because I sure don't.
I mean, kinda. Gotta take a wild guess. Seeing how you're in this maze, you want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halcyon Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
You mean you're gonna slap your label on the bottle and say you made it?
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot that down for future reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
Okay, well, isn't stealing the original to make your own product kind of dishonest? I don't think anyone cares about that. Not seeing why you want my help. You're not the only. You know you're not the only one seeking this, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me. One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also, ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that. Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
Isn't stealing the original to make your own project kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals. And so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
I suppose. Well, I already promised it to someone else.
Looks like the others are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
Good luck with all that.
My, oh my, wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
Yes, I'm sure it would. All right, I think we get the point here. So I can tell her I got to where it was supposed to be, but it was gone. And I think I've got a lead. But I don't want to tell her that, because I don't know what I'll be committing to. So I haven't decided who I want to give it to or if I need to give it to anyone at all. Uh-oh.
All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Okay, and I think we go out this way.
The shadows, boss.
Yeah, no, I'm still totally lost in here. Let's grab this ammo. We may need to just fast travel out of here. This reminds me of the maze in that one Fallout 4 DLC. I eventually found a way to just glitch my way across some of the hedges so I could just figure out where I wanted to go. Because it was obnoxious. Let's see here. Here's the lawyer. Okay, so we found our way out. And I'm not telling you nothing. My secret. Let's head on over to the next spot on the map we need to go to. Uh-oh. An effusive host. Okay, so the creepy purple neck things are definitely bad. Okay. We're going to try and get a headshot.
Take him down!
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up.
You'll show me happiness? When you're a little too happy, this worker's state of mind has been altered, risking an increase in their aggression by 100%. Oh my. They're a lot faster.
They're neutralized.
Okay, so we took everybody out. Now we got one more. Oh, wow. Okay, they are super creepy. Alright, this weapon is definitely too underleveled for where we're at. So we're going to get back to the assault rifle. Wow, look at the lightning. That's cool. Okay, here's the play audio tour. Okay.
Rizzo's would be remiss to fail to mention the Orchard Storage Warehouse. Without this impressive-looking building, there would simply be no orchards. Gaze in amazement at the impressive construction of the front door, the sleek roof and glittering piping, the lush walls keeping this gem hidden from the rest of the orchards. This warehouse is truly, truly a wonder. One can only guess at the secrets contained within.
Okay, so we can check out the warehouse briefly here. Some junk. Nothing too extravagant. Cranial helmet, so there's some armor there. And fortunately, that person that I had no idea was there didn't notice me. Is that armor an improvement over what we currently have? Heavy construction gear, one-handed melee. Nope, that's going to get sold. And I guess we can talk to you. But you're not the person we came here for. And we do need to stay on task a little bit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, well, we better do that. Where is the discrepancy? Right here, more footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay, more Halcyon Helen footprints. So she found her way here to... What in the... A drunk lobber. That's probably bad for my health to go over there. Probably very, very stupid. So we're going to quick save and do it. We'll send Sam in first. Then we'll send in Felix. Can we get either one of them again now? All right, well, we took care of one of them. Cirque says those are the best kind of lobbers. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. Let's loot them. They look like, okay, primals. They're basically just primals. All right, no big deal there. Let's get back up to where we wanted to be. I'd like to try and finish this side quest tonight. I don't think we're going to get the whole orchards explored tonight. This looks like a place for the Discrepancy Amplifier. There's one over there. More Helen footprints.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So it looks like she was heading in here. Another light machine gun. Sublight thug. And we have another audio tour.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's hothouse conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Sissy Pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
Okay. John W. asks, do you have an evidence board? Yes, there is an evidence board in your hotel room. It's not something you can just look at constantly,
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
but there is one. Okay, more Halcyon Helen
Timeline
footprints, I
discrepancy
presume.
detected near. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So it looks like she took out a sublight thug and an automech. And we're going to have to go inside here for our quest. So we want to talk to this guy and get that Spectrum original.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory?
Sure.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Also sure.
Are you my ex-wife?
No, that's a little
she
weird.
fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
So you threw your wife off the edge of the colony, huh? Okay. Lie. You were right the first time. I've returned from beyond the grave to exact my revenge. I'm a freelance captain. I've been hired to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder. Nobody of consequence. I drift from place to place, helping where I can. I am an adventurer. I come seeking bedlam, bits, and bloodshed. Let's lie. You were right the first time. I've returned from beyond the grave to exact my revenge.
Ah, yes, blowing in the
Oh, and I
wind like a
picked the wrong
dandelion
stupid
spore.
choice again.
Reminds me of myself back when I was a youngster. Though, you seem to have less spinal degeneration. Bleeding.
Let's just see if I can reload that. That's a shame. Oh, how far? That's really far back. I think we're just going to have to live with it. I don't want to go through all that
Well,
again.
Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
So we have a dumb dialogue option here. You're a botanist? Then why do you seem so pale? A dumb option that consists of possibly the worst dad joke ever?
You know what? I just spend too much time inside. Truly, I am ashamed of my craft.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
Okay, well this guy clearly was not a fan. I found this bottle at the heart of the puzzle hedges. Says it's yours.
Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise, some fool might use them as prizes in an ill-advised scavenger hunt.
Three choices here. Found it real close to where I should have found the Rizzo's original. Strange, huh? Did you drop this when you were stealing the original from the maze? You can tell me. It was at the center of the maze. The prize was not. I don't like being disappointed. Let's see if we can get him to just tell us.
Hey now, I don't steal. I repossess that which never should have been offered to the public in the first place.
Okay.
Oh, hey. Me and this fella read the same pamphlets.
You people make it a business of coming into Rizzo's workplaces and harassing the employees?
I make it a business of going into all workplaces and harassing the employees.
Yes, but I did so to keep it away from those who shouldn't have it. It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it, I might suggest you give up. I'm known to be quite a stubborn git.
Yeah, me too. What do you want the original for? Don't you think the mines and killer mechanicals were a bit of an overreaction? We can use a persuasion check. You taking the original makes it seem like Rizzo's lied about a prize, which is fraud. We can intimidate. You can either hand over the original or I can rip it from your broken fingers. We can lie. Administrator Ludovico requested I retrieve that original. Are you going to be difficult? We can tell him he can keep it, or we can leave. I think we are... let's ask him what he wants it for.
I didn't want it for anything. I needed to keep it safe. Rizzo's almost never makes mistakes, but offering a classified original product to the public for free? Any upstart might grab it and use it to make Rizzo's look bad, or steal it to make a new product offshoot, or, law forbid, start a lawsuit of some kind. Better I hold on to it.
Well, he's not wrong. All three of those options are on the table. But either way, I want it, and you can either give it to me, or I can rip it from your broken fingers.
You're gonna threaten an old man?
Yes.
Do I look fit enough to defend myself?
Doesn't matter.
I'll hand it over, seeing how I don't have any other choice. But you ought to be ashamed.
I have no shame, old man.
Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do.
Okay. Now, you know, you kind of irritate me, and you killed your wife.
Yeah. Fight dirty.
That.
Clean up the competition.
Yeah, we're going to do that because, you know, you're kind of a bastard. Reputation decreased again. That's no good. All right, so now what's next on our list here? And we do, you know, it's the Maniacal Moron run. We need to have at least one surprise murder every now and again. So now we have to go return the formula. You finally got the original. Now it's time to return it to Samuel Hutz. Hopefully he won't sue you for wasting his time. Okay, so I guess we don't have the option to just keep it. We have to pick one of them to give it to. So we can give it to Samuel, who wants to sue Rizzo's. We can give it to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already looked at those. I don't need to break that out again. So we can give it to Samuel, who wants to sue Rizzo's. We can give it to the woman who wants to make Rizzo's look bad by collecting, because she collects all kinds of derelict products. Or we can give it to the woman who wants to steal it and do her own thing. Most chaotic. Samuel the lawyer. Nobody likes lawyers, including me. Well, sometimes they're good, I guess. They do some good things for the world. But, you know, in this game, they're definitely not good. Okay, Selena the collector. Let's sell it to the collector, because that seems like the most useless thing to do with it.
Great day for a starship ride, is it not?
Unless she's not going to give us anything for it.
Never know who might be listening.
I have it, here you go. Well, I want to know what she's going to give me for it.
I'm glad you're back. The sooner I gain your assistance, the sooner I can leave these miserable outdoors and return to my temperature-controlled office. I'm sure you have questions.
I have the original, here you go. I don't want to just give it to him. Really? Is this it? Are we just going to have to give it to him and hope for the best? How about you? Are you going to offer me something?
I was hoping that by the time you came back, I'd have a better idea for my product name. No luck, unfortunately. Hi there. Nice to see you again.
Okay, so let's think this one through for a minute. We can give it to the collector, who's going to do nothing with it. We can give it to the lady who's going to copy it and make her own product. Or we can give it to the lawyer who's going to use it to sue Rizzo's and destroy the company. And despite the fact that all of these corporations are evil, but his company also makes other things. I'm thinking the collector. I'd be interested if one of them was going to make me rich, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead and give it to the collector.
Hi there, somebody I don't know. Have you stopped to smell the purpleberry flowers of late? Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
I know who's listening. I have the Spectrum original. Here you go.
Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck, and the label's a bit smudged. Smells funny, but I think it is genuine, yes. This'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay. I'll be in touch if there's ever another time when I need to keep a corporation honest. And if anyone ever asks, we never met.
Now, of course, the next question is... So, you know, the answer to the question of can you kill them and take it back and sell it again that John W. just asked in the chat and is always a question we have to pursue. The answer to that question is no. But it also appears that we don't really hurt ourselves by killing these people, so...
Detected.
I don't really want anyone to know I was here. No one can know what Spaceman McRib was up to. Sorry. All right. We went from 1 murder on Eridanos to now 4 murders on Eridanos. And let's just see what's next in our quest. We can't do the Productivity Queen yet. Strange disappearance of a watchman. Yeah, no, can't do that yet. So this is our next quest, is following Helen's trail. So, where is our next stop on this quest? I don't see a quest marker. Am I crazy? Found part of Helen's trail. Okay. Clues are nearby. All right, maybe that'll re-up the quest. Where are the clues? There's the clues.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Dan X1 in the chat says, sorry y'all, wrong place, wrong time, nothing personal. Indeed. Pick up the knock you out bar. Frenzied host. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy here, right? There's no quest marker. That's the warehouse. That's that other guy I murdered. And we know Helen went this way. Clues are nearby. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of clues around here. Okay. So let's go look closer. Oh, we have a lot of auto mechanicals. What in the world is this? Okay, we better deal with this. Let's send in Sam.
Coming up.
And I send in Felix.
Lying in the dirt is unsanitary.
I just want to be your friend. Everyone all right?
Here is a random biped auto mechanical. Okay. Well, looks like my companions did a good job here. Parasite spawnling. Oh, those are the things in the people's necks. And we have an underground room there. Okay, we need to find our clues. Let's go check out the clues.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations,
More footprints.
Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered
More footprints
belonging to the deceased actress. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more
Okay, I mean, this whole thing with the discrepancy thing is cool, but is it going to do anything other than find Halcyon Helen's footprints? Seems kind of, silly.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, so it looks like she went in here.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
We can pick this lock. Adrena time. Okay, so she came in here for something. Ah, here's a clue. Parts of this note are illegible due to dirt and crushed purpleberry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed just how deep this would go. Now some slug from the docks is looking for me, asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out. Do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go as soon as you read this. You'll know where to meet me tonight, 10 p.m. in the Grand Ballroom. If I don't show, take the next ship out of here and don't look back. B. B, is that Birdie? Is that Black Hole Birdie? Did he make arrangements to meet her? Or did this person nicknamed B make arrangements to meet her in the ballroom? Okay, so at this point, where are we going? I'll look around for some more clues.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
More footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I mean, I'm glad that I'm finding all these footprints. I'm sure that's fine, but I could really use a quest marker. All right, we've got another discrepancy over here. Maybe there's not supposed to be a quest marker. Maybe that's the point.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
We've got a threat. Drunk hunter.
Oh, you gotta attack that armor! My arm!
Okay, we got some big ones here. There's that N-ray damage I was wanting to avoid. Okay, you're dead. Alright, Felix's attack. How about Sam? Does Sam have an attack or is he already down? There we go. John W. says, I take it back. I do not want one of those neck things. Yeah, now that you see the whole picture, you don't really want one, do you? Okay. Let's repair our weapon. Repair all equipped. Okay. And let's see if we can find Halcyon Helen's footprints again. I'm sure we'll find some over here.
Timeline discrepancy detected
Yep,
nearby.
more footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased
This guy's
actress
got
known
a
as Halcyon
mushroom growing out of his crotch. Something interesting over here. We got a telescope. There we go. We followed Helen's trail and we found it. Okay, so that's it. We didn't need a quest marker. That was cool. All right, I feel pretty good about that. RRD&D access card. This is a key card for the Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs. If you're reading this warning anywhere other than the RR and DD Labs, please return it to the RR and DD Labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. Take the access card. All right, so search the picnic for clues. All right, we've got Spectrum Vodka Black, Vodka Red, more red. Let's go ahead and use our Discrepancy Amplifier. Analyze. There's a tossball stick here. The shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end of the tossball stick is
wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark
get
matter.
to read it all.
Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Okay. Examine the end of the stick. It looks as if someone used this tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual? Cirque says, good night, Fisty. You going again tomorrow? If so, see you later.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick into are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Maximum carnage. Cleanup required.
Okay. Yes, Cirque, we're going to be back tomorrow night. And if all goes according to plan, I have an extra day off on Wednesday this week, which means I will also probably be playing on Wednesday night. So now that we did this, let's take a quick, let's just finish looting real quick. Let's take our level up. We can do a skills. And I want to keep pushing these because we're going to need these higher for some things. And we'll take another perk. Whenever you're affected by combat now. Further increase your carrying capacity. I'm not in love with a lot of these other perks, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Why not? Okay, so I think that this is as good a place as any to stop for tonight. We can keep going on our quest here, but the plan is to be back tomorrow night right around 8 o'clock Eastern. And then if all goes according to plan and I actually get my extra day off this week, then we'll also be back Wednesday evening. I might start a little earlier on Wednesday, but I'll keep everybody posted on that. And if you want to stay up to date on everything, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. You can also follow me on Twitter. I always post everything out there. And John W. says, Fisty, check out the song on YouTube by The Fine Print called The Outer World Song. It's hilarious. I'll have to check it out. All right, everyone. And with all of that, I am going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody coming on and hanging out tonight. And especially those of you who came back after we had some technical issues earlier with the chat that shall never be, or the stream that shall never be mentioned again. And that's going to do it for tonight. I will see everyone back here right around 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.